Well, look here. Guess who's number one in the Nielsen ratings again?
Play 97.7.
All righty, folks. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Go to Stephen Phillips, The Morning Dish. You can watch us live in person and actually see the pretty face that we've got coming on. We have got the Person of the Year. We have got a newly signed artist from Nashville, and he owns a moonshine still. Tommy Townsend, good morning, sunshine.
How are you doing?
So far, so good, man. I'm just sitting here wishing that I owned a moonshine still.
Well, I know what. Ain't good to be me.
Good to be me. Man, that thing has really took off. There's no doubt. How long, I'm on, okay, let me quit stuttering here. How long ago was it when you started the Grandaddy Mimms?
Well, we started it back in like 2012, 2013. Another distillery was making it for us down in middle Georgia, but we actually started making it here, when was it? July 4th weekend of 2016 is when we started making legal liquor in Blairsville, Georgia.
Who would have thought that it would ever be legal?
Who would have thought it had ever been legal, and who would have thought that we would be the ones doing it?
I mean, honestly.
I know it. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
It's so funny because there are so many people who come up to Blairsville, stop in to buy moonshine, who would never in a million years have ever thought they'd be drinking moonshine. But there's so many great flavors. My wife is one of those people. She's hooked on it. And Tommy, I got to tell you too, just a special thanks because, your organization, Grandaddy Mimm's, was a big supporter this past year of a fundraiser we did for PAW's Working Dog Support Network. So we love you guys over there, and we thank you so much for all your support.
Well, now y'all do it.
We try. My grandfather was from he was from Young Harris, and his big thing is he always tried to help the community and everything, and we just want to carry on that tradition.
We had a great group of people over there. They were a lot of fun. We just had a really good time. And
we got a great staff that works with us. They all do very well.
That y'all do a lot of that. I think that's one of the reasons that you are now Person of the Year for Union County.
Hey, yeah, boy, yeah.
Did that help your credit any?
Oh yeah, it's just everything's just went through the roof.
Just buy anything you want.
People just let me have it on credit or whatever.
Yeah. But now that's now you've moved downtown. How's that been?
Oh, that's been great. That's it's been a really good move. We were up at south of town, and we kind of outgrew that place, and we moved downtown to the old co-op building, and now we've actually had to get the building across the river there, or across the little creek. Old feed looking building.
Yeah.
So we're in that now too.
So is that where you're doing your moonshine in that, or just using it for storage, or what are y'all doing with it?
We're using it for storage right now, and then we're in the process of getting all that, fixed up to produce and stuff over there. So, but yeah, it's just growing and growing. We're distributed in Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Arizona, and there's a couple more states that's wanting us later on this year. We just got to make sure that we can keep up with it, and we just did a deal with Walmart in Florida.
Really?
There are 143 Walmart stores that have liquor stores in them down there. So, we're in that too.
Well, the thing about it, I know you first started to try to put that in Towns County because your grandfather was actually from Towns County. But now we got a liquor store. I reckon they voted in a liquor store up here.
Yeah, I think they did. In city limits, wasn't it? Yeah. Back during that time, it's just nobody really knew what was happening with alcohol, at that point. So,
well, nobody really knows what's happening when they're on alcohol either.
Exactly right. You got a point there.
Just ask Packy. Hey, Packy, what's happening?
What are y'all talking about?
That's what I thought. Yeah. Oh, Lordy. But now, with all this happening, all this stuff's going on, Person of the Year, tell me, walk me through your mind when they announced that.
Man, I had no idea about that. It was so funny. 2 or 3 weeks ago, Steve and them came down to the distillery and said, yeah, we need to, ask you some questions about the music business and the moonshine business and all that. Said it's the thing we're doing later on, in the year, and wanted to ask you some questions about it, and had me send pictures and stuff. So But anyway, I was like, yeah, I was playing right along, and then we went to that banquet the other night, and I was surprised, and so when I walked up there, I don't know if you heard me, I said that's what all the lies were about
Yeah.
the other day.
You can't trust nobody.
Can't trust nobody around here, no.
Jeez.
But man, the Blairsville Chamber of Commerce, they've been really good to us. We appreciate everything that they do, and all the county officials, you know, and city officials. They've been great.
Yeah. So now tell us that you've actually just recently got signed to a label in Nashville, and that kind of just walked in the back door a little bit unexpected. Tell us kind of how all that took a place.
I wasn't even really looking for another deal because I've had 2 or 3 before, and I reckon I was always too country for country music. But playing with the Wailers or Waymore's Outlaws, that's the most fun thing I've ever done. But yeah, the record label is called BFD Audium, and they were a label back in the mid '90s through like 2005, and then one of the bigger labels bought them, and Chuck Rhodes and some more Music Row executives, they kind of resurrected the label again and brought it back around the country, and so Craig Campbell, my publicist, he let them hear the stuff, and so the first record that's coming out is what Waylon and Jerry Bridges produced on me, and it started in the late '80s, and they produced stuff on me up until the late '90s, and so that's the first thing coming out on BFD Audium. And the first single, Southern Man, actually drops February 11th. So
anyway. Now this is a re-release of the album. What was it? What's the name of the album? Or y'all just gonna do
the name of the album, Southern Man. It never was, officially released.
Right.
Because after that, Waylon had passed away and everything, and so it never was really officially released. But now it's going to see the light of day.
Right.
So, but yeah, the single Southern Man comes out February the 11th, and then the album will come out April 29th.
So now, when Waylon produced this on you, was this at the end of his life, or is this when?
Yeah, well, it was in the when he and Jigger did the last project. It was in the 97, something like that.
Right.
And so. It just, it never did come out or anything. So I'm just tickled to death. And Chuck Rhodes at the label, the general manager in Nashville, and people in New York, they said they thought it was one of the best country records in 10 years.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Well, now
it's so funny. The trending thing now in country 90s country music is kind of coming back around.
Right.
And so this is kind of what that is. It's just some good songs. This particular record, I didn't write any songs on it because it was songs that Waylon had that was written by people like Dean Dillon and Roger Murrah and Troy Seals. I mean, some of the heavy hitter songwriters. And I was doing an interview the other day about it. It was so funny. I said, yeah, it took me 25 years to really live these songs.
Yeah. To get there.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking there was one on there that is actually wrote by Waylon. Did Waylon not write one of those tunes?
Yeah, one called Thelma, Trouble with a capital T. He and Troy Seals wrote that song.
Right.
And I'm not sure when. I mean, sometime back in the '90s, I guess.
Right.
So, yeah.
And so now you're gonna start touring.
Yeah. Yeah, we got let's see, March 26th through April the 2nd, we got the Country Music Cruise coming up. Then after that, we're going to play the which you've played too, the motorcycle rally down there again.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be back down at Angel City.
Yeah, Angel City.
Yeah.
And then we've got some dates coming up in Arizona, and then we're working on a country music festival in Norway, and we're going to try to have one of the album release parties at the distillery.
Right.
Sometime we're working on a date with that, so that would be probably sometime in early May. We'll have an album release party. We want everybody just to come and have fun.
Yeah, that'll be good. That that thing with the cruise is working out pretty good. A lot of we have a lot of comedians, a lot of different artists on, and that's a cool gig, man. That's a cool gig. And
It is. It's like a 7-day cruise, and we do 4 shows
Right.
on it, and it'll be a lot of fun. But of course, this cruise thing has been changed around 2 or 3 times because of all the COVID stuff, and so well, for sure it was going to happen, and then they moved it and this and that. So yeah, it's finally happening, and I thought, well, what the heck, let's just go do it because it'd be fun.
Well, now, if I get this right, I think Dallas Wayne. I think did he not just get signed also with this label?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He's got a album coming out. I guess it's not too far off either. Buddy Cannon produced it. Buddy.
Right.
He produced this Kenny Chesney and used to play with Vern Gosden, and Buddy's a great guy. I've known him for several years.
Yeah.
So he's got a record coming out also. I know Melanie Cannon has a record coming out with them, which is Buddy's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually songs by Vern Gosden, I believe.
Man, Vern Gosden's one of the best. Was he not? I mean, honestly, him.
Oh Lord, he was, he's one of my heroes for sure.
Yeah, I've been hung up on Don Williams here for the last couple of 3 or 4 weeks. Man, I can't get off Don Williams. And
oh yeah, he's good.
I actually got Anthony Smith. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about or not, but he wrote that song Infinity that Don Williams done. I've got him. He's supposed to be coming on hopefully next week if we can get everything worked out. But he's a heck of a songwriter, man. And some of these songs these guys write are just, to me, it's just, I mean, they're just amazingly. It's just like it's paintings, man. It's just art or something, It's just.
Oh yeah, especially them. Them people like we're talking about him and Anthony and Troy Seals and
Right.
Dean Dillon, Buddy Cannon. That was, I mean, it had some substance to it and some meaning,
Yep, no doubt. Yep. So now you got this. I mean, have you recut this record, or are y'all just taking the old and just?
No, a few years ago, we went back in and I re-sang everything, and we, kind of did some updates on it, and
Right.
we have again too. So, that's because this other man, that song that's going to be the first single. Shoot, I was like 19 years old when we cut that thing.
Right.
so my voice has changed.
Oh yeah, you can hit the high notes back then, man. I know exactly what you're talking about. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
So now you gonna start touring? You gonna take Jigger and all them with you, or you gonna have a new band, or what do you plan on doing with that?
Well, we're probably going to have another band. Jigger, then we'll go sometimes. I'm sure they're kind of they're just staying at home and but yeah, I'll take them with me whenever they want to go.
Yeah,
for sure.
there ain't no doubt. Yep.
Yeah.
So before we go, man, tell us a Waylon story. I know you was hanging around Waylon and all that bunch. Just tell us. You got to have some kind of something. We got to have a Waylon story.
Well, I remember. This is back in the '90s, and I was going to go out and play, out on stage and play with him and play actually a couple of these songs. So the guitar tech said, Tommy said, Waylon's not going to call you out on stage until probably halfway or more through the show. So I'll string your guitar. So I said, oh, cool. So anyway, he had 3 strings on my guitar. And it was about 4 or 5 songs into the Waylon show, and Waylon calls me out. Hey, I got a good friend, me and Jigger are producing and all this stuff, and we're going to bring him out here and sing some songs. And like I said, the guitar tech had about 3 strings on my guitar, and Waylon and David, the guitar tech, said, just use Waylon's guitar. So anyway, I'm like, okay, that'd be cool. So I went out there and I said, Waylon, they're stringing my guitar. I need to use yours. And then he looked at me real funny, and he goes, well, this friendship stuff it's just gone too far.
Yeah.
And no, but and it was so funny. He took his guitar off, and he actually, kind of put it on me, and he said, here you go, Hoss, have fun.
Yeah, that is so funny, man. I don't know.
But one of the cool things is actually it's going to be like a bonus track on the record is Waylon introducing me.
Yeah.
on stage, but it'll then the album kicks in. So that'd be a cool.
Yeah, that's
thing.
pretty cool, no doubt, because I know a
Yeah.
lot of people love Waylon. One of the things that, like, of course, I've talked to Jigger and them about Waylon. When I do a show, I've got a set list, man. I just go with a set list. But Jigger said Waylon just hit the first note, and they knew where to go.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. There was like hardly no intros or anything. Waylon would just start strumming the guitar, and everybody just kind of fell in.
Yeah, they knew where to go. That would be.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to be on your toes. There ain't no doubt about it. But
Oh, yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And I think Jigger said when he started playing with him in '78, he's probably told you this story too, that he got about 50 albums of Waylon's and tried to learn them from Nashville to Miami or something.
Yeah, that's it. And they were albums too, man. It's not like you got your phone; you can just listen going down the road. That's unreal. But I didn't realize that Jigger actually was the Alabama gang. He played down there at muscle shows and all that. That's kind of where he come out of. So.
Oh yeah, he played on Puppy Love.
Oh, he played on a bunch of stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mac Davis records.
Yeah. So
Paul I've seen all his records in his house, the gold records and platinum records he's played on.
Man, what an honor that is. And then you got to play with the Way More Outlaws. Y'all did that. Of course, y'all don't do it anymore, but how long did y'all run that?
We started that in 2008, and it just kind of got a little bigger and a little bigger and a little bigger, and then we toured with Shooter there for a long time, and
right.
that was a lot of fun. I got to go all over the world with that, and but yeah, it's Jigger and all them playing on the record. It's Richie's not playing on it. That was the time he had taken a hiatus from Waylon.
Right.
But rest of the folks and some other players too. I mean, Reggie Young was playing on it.
Oh man, I mean, honestly, what a heavy hitter he is, no doubt.
Yeah, and there was some extra musicians brought in here and there to play on it too.
Well, Tommy, man, I appreciate you, son. I really do, man. We've been friends a long time. Tell these folks that's listening out here, because we upload all this. We got people watching on YouTube all over the place. How they can get up with you and follow some of the stuff that you got going on.
Well, anything you can, Tommy Townsend Music on Facebook and TommyTownsendMusic.com, GranddaddyMims.com. You can just Google Tommy Townsend singer and I'll come up or something. There is a punter that's named Tommy Townsend. It's me. I punt for the Kansas City Chiefs, but I'm not doing everything.
There you go. There you go.
A moonlighting gig.
There you go.
I want to tell you though, you have you always had a good radio face.
Yeah, thank you.
Now we get to see it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. It's hurting our ratings. I'll be honest with you with the video. Yeah, it is.
It'll all go down, especially me and you both.
No, man, no doubt, Tommy. But anyway, congratulations on all that you got going on. I know you worked hard to get where you're at, and I appreciate you coming on the show, brother.
Well, yeah, and congrats to you too. You do great over there. That's your thing, man. You do awesome with that.
I guess you're trying to tell me I'm not a singer after all. Okay, I got it. I can read. I can read between the lines. No, man. We love you, brother. You take care, okay?
Love you too. Thanks for having me on.
All right. Thank you for spending a little time with us. And remember, you can tune in every morning at WJULradio.com at 8 a.m. Eastern. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook, The Morning Dish.